The hair, loving the hair. Alright, so get ready with me to go to a makeup interview. First step is hair. And this is probably one of my favorite hair, like curly hair routines. And it's been done for a while. I don't even know if people still do this, but I haven't found anything else that kind of gives me that finish that I want, especially with my hair type. I have fine hair, so you know my hair's a little thin, but with the technique that I'm about to use, you won't be able to tell. I did go ahead and co-wash my hair, which is basically just using conditioner to wash your hair. Whenever you co-wash, you definitely want to do it with cold water or cool water because that's going to help with the frizz. You know, my hair, she's cool, she's cute, but you know, we're going to help her out. So I'm just kind of like shaping it to kind of how I'm going to want my curls to fall. So I kind of like to have some in the front and just whatever's natural, right? So I'm using the Eco Styler gel, which I have little to nothing left, and I would recommend this gel, specifically the clear one. I've tried the green one. I've tried Got To Be. That girl was tough. She was too much. So I really like this Eco Styler gel, as you can tell. So because I don't have enough, I am gonna use just a little bit of hairspray at the end, because the whole point is you want the finish to be kind of like a crunchy texture. So that's what we're going for here. I'm gonna just use a little bit and focus it mainly on the ends of my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my fingers and just put that on the ends. I don't have a mirror. And just another tip, you really wanna make sure that your hair is wet when you do this. Mine is a little towel dried, so I may add just a little bit of water. It's already drying up, but you want to make sure your hair is like wet. Like I usually do it as soon as I wash my hair, as soon as I wet my hair. So I'm gonna wet it a little bit and then come back and finish applying it on the rest of my hair. Also, another tip, I would only do this if you have like several hours to get ready, depending on how fast your hair dries. So if your hair takes forever to dry, you know, keep that in mind, because it does take a long time for this to dry, especially with the gel. Girl, I am scraping this here jar, ain't nothing left. Okay, so once you have it mainly on the ends, you want to scrunch it up. And doing this little scrunchy thing is gonna help with defining the curls. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of hairspray just to make sure it comes out right. So again, just on the ends. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit and I'm gonna come back when it's ready to blow dry. All right, so I have on just like my everyday facial moisturizer, but then I'm gonna also go in and hydrate with this high intensity, Lord, I need to learn how to pronounce stuff. I'm gonna just leave it probably in the description. I don't know, Parasone. But I'm putting this all over my face just to add some moisture. The interview is gonna be timed, and then I'm also on a time crunch because somehow it's already 11. Whenever you're like doing time makeup, I suggest starting with the face first, because somehow you just work through it quicker. For foundation, I'm using the Juvia's Place foundation, the I Am Magic Velvety Matte foundation. And I'm just placing dots. I'm gonna blend it in, and I'm about to be moving very fast. Like, I wanna do my makeup in like 20 minutes, which when I do my own face, I can actually do. So I'm just placing dots everywhere and not really getting too much under my eye. And then I'm using the Mario Badescu. Then I'm gonna blend that foundation in with the brush first, and then I'm gonna go in with the sponge because if you go in directly with the sponge, it's gonna soak up a lot of that product and then you'll have to place it back down again. And for my foundation, I really like it to be full coverage, so. Then I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender just to make sure it's blended. And because I've already pressed the foundation into the skin, it's not gonna soak up the product as much. It's just gonna focus on blending. I'm gonna use some of this Too Faced concealer to place under my eyes. I'm doing the brighter shade underneath, like directly underneath my eye. And on my nose. I'm just using just a little one closer to my skin tone, or a little bit lighter than my skin tone. I'm gonna take this ColourPop contour in deep dark. Deep dark. Set here above my cheekbones and on my nose. And this one is very, very pigmented, so I use it lightly. While that's sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my brows because again, I do this in 20 minutes. I'm brushing my brows up. And I'm using a glue stick to lay them down, which is crazy. Yes, I know, but I love it. Touch that down. And try not to get any foundation on your brows so the product doesn't roll up like it's doing now. And the glue does dry fast, so you need to move quickly. Then once I have that done, I'm just gonna draw the shape of my brows. And I always start with the tail end. And I'm gonna use my LA Girl concealer to highlight. So next you wanna go in and blend everything out. Before I blend, I'm just gonna spray my face. And same thing with the foundation. I'm gonna blend with a brush first and then my beauty blender. I'm starting with the edge of the concealer and I just messed up already. You want to start with your contour first, but that's like a new step for me, so that's why I keep forgetting it. I'm just going to focus the concealer under my eye. Just keep pressing it under my eye and blending it all the way up. Then I'm gonna blend out my contour, and again just focusing it on the area where I placed it. So I'm just gonna keep blending in that area and not really like spread it out too much. Here. I'm gonna blend this out. Then I'm gonna use the Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. And you always want to press it in before you actually start to bake or let it sit. And I'm setting it in places that I didn't even place the concealer, which I normally would, but I'm just setting it in those areas so that it doesn't like crease up or anything. And then I'm gonna go in and add a little contour using my Morphe palette. Y'all, I don't even think it's been 20 minutes. I don't even think it's been 15. I think it's been about 10 minutes. No, it's probably been like 15 minutes, so. All right, so my hair is fully dry. I have to stand up so I can have a little elbow room. And we're about to blow dry. So, no rhyme or method to it, just blow dry. See how much more full it looks. All right, so I'm gonna get dressed and probably blow dry it one more time. So I'll be back. So this is the final look. I didn't really want to do lashes because I'm just not feeling them today. I don't know. I don't think I need that extra pop. Like, you know, I really want to showcase my work on my model. So I may not do lashes, but the hair, loving the hair. All right, I gotta go.